That's even on mute. Right, let's try that again. Evening. I've got no idea whether this is working. For some unknown reason, every single little bit of technology here is failing me left, right and centre. I can't hear anything. I can't see anything. I've got no idea what's going on. So I'm going to just fiddle around for 5 minutes or so and just go from there. I've got both laptops out. I've got no idea what's going on here tonight. So I'm really, really sorry. You're just going to have to bear with me for a couple of minutes while I sort this out, because I'm really, really not prepared. As you can kind of see, I'm all analogued up just trying to fix everything at the moment. So if you... Oh, and that's what's going to happen because the laptop's over there. So please, guys, if you just bear with me for 2 or 3 minutes, hopefully we should be able to fix this. Hopefully. And I might just have to tape that up very, very quickly so that don't come out. Believe it or not, I've been in here for an hour and a half trying to sort this. Absolute shocker. Absolute shocker. Right, let's just tape that. Right. Come on. I'll say hello to you all in a minute. Right, here we go. That's that. Right, if we can you at least hear me? Can you at least hear me? I'm not sure whether I can see Andy. I've got no clue whether I'm going to be able to hear Andy or any of the guys coming on here tonight. I'm really sorry. This is an absolute shit show, if I'm honest. Right, I can hear you. Sounds good. Evening all. My screen is jumping all over the place, left, right, and centre. So I've got no idea whether you can actually see me properly. And we'll just go from there. Right. Yeah. Welcome. Literally, I'll start properly in about 2 minutes. All right. So I'm just going to put this on, if I can see. I'm just going to put that on screen just for 2 minutes, and then mute myself. Right, let's come back in here. Yeah, I know, Andy, I can see your message. It's not that end, Andy. It's me hearing you, this end. That's where all the technology is going wrong. So let me just go back through the comments here. Let's just say hello to people, and then we shall start. We shall pretend like nothing's ever happened. We shall go in from there. So who have we got on? We got Mr. Chuffy, Windy, Ross, Bingo Ringo, Tom, hello Claire, Al Ho, David, Gus, Neil, Sean, Heavy Rotation, how are you, Richard, Rhubarb and Cod, Georgie, Mr. Chuff. Yeah, hello guys, Karen, everyone's here, cool. It's not, the issue is not, I can see the screen is literally jumping all over the place. Hopefully it's really, really smooth for you, but my end it is absolutely shocking. So yeah, hang on, let me just see what's going on in the WhatsApp. James, shoot. Okay, sorry, we've got Andy on there, we've got James on there, Donna's here. Donna can entertain the crowd for a few people. Let's bring Donna on. There we go. This is Donna. I can't hear a word that she's saying.
Hi. I have no idea.
Is it jumping?
If anyone
no,
can
it's
hear
not.
me.
It's not jumping. Right. Okay. Hang on, Donna. I can't hear you. There we go. I can hear that. How are you, Donna? You all right?
I'm good. Isn't it awesome that we're having such lovely weather?
It would be if the technology worked.
Well,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, are you there? See, you're breaking up in my ears now. I can hear kids. Right, so I'm going to take these. Oh, I can't hear a word Donna's saying. Right, can anyone else hear Donna? I can hear the kids crying. Right, that's cool. So tonight, tonight's Craft Rum Club live. Let's get this. I'm all over the shop tonight. This is shocking. I'm really sorry. Let's hide that. There we go. So tonight's unboxing. This is this month's. Hang on, let's minimise Donna just for 2 secs. Let's put that down there. There we go. Right, this is this month's Craft Rum Club unboxing. So we've got 2 rums. We'll go through the proper rum first, or the unspiced rum, I should say. So it's Neptune. Hang on. Let's just mute. Can I mute Donna? Hang on. Donna, I'm just going to take you off for 2 seconds, all right? Because I can hear kids.
What's wrong, Harley?
Right, there we go. Right, so Neptune Rum is the rum box, and we have got, so in this box, where have we got? We have got, oh, here we go. So I told you, I'm really not prepared. I don't know what's going on in the comments. But the rum of choice, what's with the rum? So we've got 2 of this that's with the chocolate, surely. Yeah, so we've got the ginger ales with this one. We've got this one, this Mexican lime soda, which is with a hint of yuzu in there. And we've got, is that the sugar syrup? We've got the original sugar syrup, and we've got some of those crackers. So I'm going to crack those in a minute. Both, just a little bit of feedback for Donna. I've received both the same. So there should be sweet chili in Andy's Rosemullion box. But we've got both original. So that's what you get in there. Now this is, or traditionally known as, the world's most awarded rum. So we'll be coming on to that in a bit. James has just messaged me from Neptune Rum. And I'm not sure, James is actually working tonight. He's doing a bar on a beach, Blackpool Sands, down in Devon. So I'm not sure what's going to go on there a bit later. So that's the rum box. And then we go into the craft rum, into the spiced rum box, which is Andy's. And long-term viewers will know that we've got, you can sort of see which, that way, there we go. We've got all of Andy's Rosemullion stuff lined up down there. But this is his chocolate rum, and he's waiting in the background there to come on and talk about that. So it's his chocolate rum. We've got 2 of the Sekforde mixes. We haven't really talked about these too much. I need to get Tallulah on here to chat about these a little bit. But these, I think that she does 4 of these, but 1 for each sort of spirit. So there's a tequila one, a bourbon one, a vodka and gin one maybe, and that. But this is basically, it's a soda water with a hint of lime, a hint of mint, and a hint of cacao, which is quite nice. We've got the same crisps in there as well. So as I say, I think according to the book they should be sweet chili, but we've got original prawn cracker flavour in there, and then we've got some vanilla syrup, we've got some Angostura bitters, and we've got some orange in there as well. So we're going to be doing a few drinks. I'm going to put these back in the fridge so they keep nice and cold. It is baking hot in here, and this is why I think the technology is kind of failing. But just to kind of give you, talk you through the magazine this month. That's what it looks like. I've got all my little arrowy things there to kind of play with tonight. So what can I kind of show you in there? There's something I'm going to show you. We've got the cocktails that are going to be working through. So there, Ian Burrell's chocolate and vanilla old fashioned. That should be quite good. Actually, which is that way. That's it. And then we've got ginger, which I saw Lee Ganimal sort of playing around with this afternoon. We've got a ginger mojito there. We shall be making up. We have got Neptune with, I think that's with the Fever-Tree Mexican lime, and we've got the rum with the Sekforde, which is that lime, mint and cacao mixer. Trying that. It's a couple of cocktails. Can't do all of the cocktails because one of them's got Baileys and we don't have Baileys in here. Only at Christmas. But I will be able to kind of do those. So this one, hang on, which side's my finger on? That one there. This one here has got like a little hint of lavender in there, so that should be quite cool. And this one here has got like a bit of mango and lime in there. It's sort of like a mango daiquiri sort of ish. So we're going to be having a little play with that. I've got some other sort of mixes today there. It is Pina Colada Day. I was going to start the stream with a Pina Colada, but that failed miserably. As I say, an hour and a half to be sorting this out. We've got bits in there about black tot. So there. And some cool food. Where's the food gone? Look at that. Easy tacos. Easy tacos. They look awesome. Yeah, so get involved in that. So that is this month's Craft Rum Club. Right, let's see who's in the old chat. I need to get this. I haven't even got the chat open yet tonight. Right, let's do this. Right, for those of you that I've completely missed, I'm really sorry. But see, hello, rhubarb and cod. I'll dive into the comments in a bit. Neptune is nectar, and that's that. Right, can we bring all of them on? Can we bring Donna in? Can we bring Andy in? And can we do this somehow? Here we go. Right, boom, boom, boom. You should all be there. Right. Go on, who's that? Someone say something.
Andy.
Andy, yeah, I can hear Andy. Can I hear Donna? Donna's frozen.
Can you hear me? Hello.
I can hear you. You're frozen, left, right, and centre. You all right, Donna? You're sort of in and out and shake it all about and left, right. Andy's got his pop up behind him, which looks cool. So come on then. So I can see what it is, Donna. Your signal strength. I can see your signal strength is really low. That's what it is.
Really?
Your connection.
Look.
Yeah, I can. My software can sort of see all that when it's working properly. I can see that. You've got a 5 out of 10 at the moment on your signal strength. Andy's got a good 10 out of 10.
Strange.
So that's all it is. Donna, do you want to say a few words about the Craft Rum Club?
What would you like me to say?
I don't know. Introduce yourself. I know there's people here. I've just seen Claire pop up. Claire met you on Monday or Tuesday, whenever that was.
Yes.
Who else is?
Hi, nice to see you again, and hello everybody for joining and watching our unboxing by himself. Hope you all have a lot of fun and find out a bit more about the rum and maybe a little bit about Craft Rum Club. I don't know if anybody wants to know anything about it. Let me know. I don't want to bore anybody.
Is that?
And I don't take up too much time.
That's all right. Is that poll still running? Hang on. I put a poll out on before everything went tits up about an hour and a half ago. Yeah, there we go. So 30% of people are in the proper rum. Hang on, 61% of you are not in here. That's a bit of a joke, isn't it? Come on, sort it out, boys and girls. I know there's quite a few foreigners in here, but we let you off. Right, Stefan, talking to foreigners. Hello, Stefan, how are you? Right, Andy. I'm not going to open that one. I'm going to open this one. There we go. You take it away. You talk to us about your rum. When did you start? How long's the distillery been going?
We started back in 2017. We started fermenting for our gins and our rums.
Before we go any further, gin's a banned word, so we can't mention gin.
No, so we started fermenting our rum back in 2017, and then we actually launched them commercially mid 2019. So we've been selling now for about 3 years.
Awesome. Just for the lows that don't know where you are, let people know where you are. I think I can pretty much pinpoint exactly where you are, to be fair. I know that area wellish. But you're quite near the Helford Passage, aren't you?
We're very close to the ferry boat inn.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Yeah, we're right, literally 400 yards from the water, so we can paddle our toes and enjoy the rum while we have a nice bit of sea.
Are you anywhere near like the Rosemullion farm? Is that you?
We're next door, yes.
Right, okay. So in that case, I do know where you are. Wow. I didn't know whether you were kind of in the village or not, but that's such a stunning area.
We're on the outskirts, and it's a wonderful part of the world. You can't beat it, especially with the weather's like today. Do you
use... Go on, talk us through the process, because I'm going to jump ahead. I've got so many questions here, because I think we had a little bit when we did the Rosemullion live about 3 or 4 months ago.
Talk.
Yeah, go on. I'm going to pour one of these mixers because I desperately need a drink here. But so you started in 2017.
We'll just put a bit of chocolate rum in that. What do you want to know, Steve?
I think I'll sort of go back through the comments, but people, my lot are just keen to know about processes and how you go it. You know, where's the molasses come from? Because you distill, don't you? You don't import your rum. You actually distill from scratch.
We actually ferment, yes. So we import the molasses to an agent based in Devon, who brings it in through London. So we do a slow fermentation about 10 days.
Wow.
Trying to get you can ferment quite quickly, 2 days, but my suspicion is that you lose a bit of the flavour. So the longer you leave it to ferment, the more flavour you will develop in the fermenting tanks. We will then.
Do you quick question? Sorry, I'm going to butt in loads here. So what would be?
I'm drinking
like. Yeah, I've just had. That's quite nice actually. That's the Sekforde bitch. So if we're talking like Barbados and Jamaica, what kind of? How long are they fermenting for? Because that's something I've really not got my head around. I know Lee's in here. Lee's kind of a distiller brewer, but
it depends on which distillery. But I think some of them are just fermenting for about 3 or 4 days. The climate's obviously a lot warmer there, continuing all the way through the year. So they've got the temperature they require, anything from about 25 to 30 centigrade. You can, unfortunately, try to ferment too quickly, and it can kind of almost temperature-wise run away from you. And if the ferment gets too hot, then you're going to start to get some molecular species that develop in the fermenters that are not very nice to flavour. And also
would that be like Jamaican funk, or is that completely different?
Yes. So you've got to keep the temperature within a certain window. So, I mean, I've seen some of the big fermenting tanks in the Caribbean, and they're huge, obviously, on a commercial scale. So they're obviously fermenting reasonably quickly, but finding a way of moderating the temperature so it doesn't get too hot when they ferment.
So I've just seen. So I don't know whether you can actually see the stream in the comments, but one of the people I was hoping was going to pipe up just has Lee. He's in there. He's a brewer and distiller. He's kind of home distiller. He's quite into this. So how do you? He wants to know how you slow ferment. Is that the temperature? So bringing the temperature down?
It's a combination of temperature, and it's also a combination of the yeast to use. So we avoid the turbo yeasts, these fast reacting turbo yeasts. We go for a steadier, more conventional yeast strain that actually comes from the Caribbean, where you can source it reasonably easily in Europe through one of the really big commercial yeast houses.
See, this is nothing I've even looked at yet. My knowledge of all this is completely non-existent. So this is like really fascinating for me. So like how many, just out of all the UK distillers, how many different types of yeast strains would there be, or have you got no idea?
Oh, no, I have no idea.
No idea.
I mean, you're talking in the hundreds. On
Yeah.
the commercials, because I would imagine most distilleries in the Caribbean and in northern Latin America will probably have their own yeast strains, and they're probably not commercially available. I would imagine really you're talking probably about 10 are commercially available, 20 scale. And there are some big companies out there that will supply these. Now, I saw a couple of questions going through how you pitch and things. Two things we look at when we're doing our yeast. First of all, we'll pitch them into water. We'll leave them for around 35 degrees centigrade, and we'll leave it for about 20 minutes. And then we'll pitch it into the molasse, and then we'll turn it over probably 2 or 3 times in the next 6 hours to oxygenate it. And then we go anaerobic, because initially we need the oxygen for the yeast to grow. Once the yeast has grown, what we don't want is it to start digesting the molasse, because if it digests the molasse in an oxygenated environment, it goes through the alcohol phase into turning it into something you obviously can't drink. So we're trying to get it to ferment anaerobically, which is when it creates all these nice alcohol flavors in the alcohol itself. So I think Lee's passed a comment about low pitch. Yes, we are kind of low pitching, but it's a weird thing because we set the temperature of the molasse below 30, but the water we're pitching the yeast in will set to about 35. So when we put the two together, we're coming in around 30, 32 degrees centigrade, and then we allow it to drift down. So we don't allow it to heat up. We're trying to get it to cool, which works in Cornwall, Steve, as you know. Our weather here is not necessarily very temperate, so we do get a bit of cooling, and we allow the temperature to drift down over about 10 days. The thing I think probably Lee and a couple of other people there on the technical side may be interesting, you need to avoid turbo yeasts. So the yield on my molasse ferment is around 8%, 7.5%, 8%. Well, you can buy turbo yeast that will ferment within 48 hours, and you can get up to 12, 13%. But you're going to get you're going to get some off flavors with those.
I was just going to say, so for the other sort of 50 odd people that are watching, where this is just go completely over their heads, like me,
just drink it. It's fine.
Yeah, just drink it. So just before, we'll have a couple of little bits on this, and then we'll sort of dive into the rum and that. But so the longer you ferment, is that going to bring in more flavour or different flavours,
Yes.
or yeah?
So what I'm trying to do is, when we're developing the alcohol, people in their heads think ethanol is the alcohol you're trying to create.
Right.
Really, you're not. What you're trying to create is anything up to 200 or 300 chemical species that will give you more depth of flavour, if that makes sense. So from my perspective, I'm not trying to create pure ethanol, because that's kind of neutral grain alcohol that you can get commercially from a lot of places that use for those other spirits we're not going to mention tonight. But when I'm fermenting, I'm trying to create a chemical mix that will have 200 or 300 different species there, that will then create the depth of flavour we're looking for. So having created the ferment, you've then got to be careful you don't destroy those flavours by over distilling it as well. So you've got to create that kind of balance. That makes sense?
What's your background, just out of interest?
I'm a PhD chemist.
That explains it. I had a feeling you were something like that. That explains it, right?
I'm terrible at sales. If there's anybody out there who's good at sales, just pass an email to me later. I'm good at making it, but I can't sell it.
We'll sort out. So come on then, let's dive into this chocolate rum. Just before, because you know I've got them all here. The chocolate rum, is that, so are you using what I've just poured some? Is that the white rum that's the base?
Yes, it is.
It is.
Remember our white rum, with the conversation we had probably 3 months ago, we actually age our white rum, so it kind of goes gold, and then we'll redistill it. That makes sense?
Oh, right, okay. I did know that, actually.
Oh yeah.
I did know that. That's the gold. There we go.
So our white rum has got some very nice deep flavours, because we allowed the flavour to develop, and it makes a wonderful mojito, wonderful cocktail. Because it's not like a Bacardi where it's been over distilled and you strip all the flavors out on the distillation column. We're actually retaining the flavor within the rum by the way we distill it as well.
So we go from that to the gold. So then how do we get the chocolate? Let's get into the chocolate. How do we get the chocolate?
So we go the other way. So we take the gold, we take it early, because obviously the gold is aged for the longest. So we take it out of the wood early, and then we'll start to create the flavors, which initially will focus on the mango and the raspberry to start with, Steve. And that takes about 2 to 3 weeks to get into the rum. And then we'll overlay it with the chocolate, because for everybody online, if you put chocolate into if you've ever eaten it, it gets very bitter very quickly. That makes sense? So we're trying to find that balance between the fruit sweetness and the bitterness of the chocolate. So it's a hint of chocolate that runs in the background.
So let's go back to the mango and the raspberry in this.
Yeah.
In this. So what are you distilling fresh? Is it dried? Like where's those flavours come from?
It's fresh. We'll take fresh mango, peel it, slice it, we'll pulverize it. We'll take fresh raspberries if we can get them. In the winter months, we probably are forced a little bit to take a little bit frozen. But I do preserve, in effect, for those people listening, pickle. So in the winter months, and we'll use that in some respect. It goes into the rum as a concentrate. You need to leave it. If you just dip it in and leave it for a day, it doesn't work. It takes several weeks for you to get the flavors out of the fruit, for it to come into the rum, and then you got to filter. You got to filter the fruit residue out.
Wow. This
And then
is
we do the same with the chocolate separately. Or the
So-
cocoa, sorry.
so I've got so many questions now. So many questions. Right. So how many bottles roughly are you distilling per batch of the chocolate rum?
Right, so we're creating a gold rum batch,
Yeah.
which splits into about 4 or 5 different products. For the gold rum, it will stay in the barrel for the longest, but we're pulling it early for the other products. Typically, we're making 300 bottles at the moment of a chocolate rum. Gold rum, we're up to 400. The spice rum, we're probably creating, when we're doing a spice rum product,
Right.
we'll be making 800 bottles worth.
Wow.
So the still's
Right.
quite big. It's a reasonable size still.
So the question I'm going to get to here, this is the point. So 300 of the chocolate. How many mangoes have you got to peel to do that?
A few, but that's a secret.
Right. Okay. So you're actually peeling and what's that? Coring? No, what do they call it? The whole mango. Just
Well, no, you don't core it. Don't core it.
you know,
It's
get rid of the.
Yeah, you got to get rid of the half pithy bit in the middle.
That's what I mean.
Right, you got to be careful. If people are going to try this at home, you've got to make sure all of that is removed, because that will give you some really off flavors. You don't want any of that hard pithy stuff in there when you're infusing it. You just want the soft outer layer flesh.
So the chemist in you, how many trials did it take to get that sort of perfect recipe?
Don't ask my doctor, please. My liver condition, my liver function is just bonkers.
See, I find all this fascinating.
We make 6 rums and 7 other spirits, and I taste every one. You know where I'm going? It's not nice.
You love it. It's fascinating because obviously we chatted over email. We didn't really have this chat 3 or 4 months ago, so that bit completely went over my head about how you do the mango and the raspberry in that. So the cacao, the cacao nibs or the dark chocolate, what you use in there, that's like the secondary process in the flavouring of that.
Yes, yeah. We concentrate on the fruit to start with, because it's very difficult to get the cocoa or the chocolate balance correct. If you go with that first, you're fighting the balance of the flavors. So you want to get the fruit in first and then allow the cocoa to bring the chocolate up to a level where you can taste it. You can smell it on the aroma. You can taste it on the back palate, overpowering. So it's not like drinking a chocolate bar, if that makes sense. It's meant to be a fairly well balanced set of flavors. And that's why IWC gave it 96 out of 100. I know. We've had a 95 and a 91 as well for some other drinks as well. But, we do tend to focus on the quality rather than just the volume, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get it. Because this is the interesting thing with it. I mean, this is rum first and foremost. There's no denying that. It's not a chocolate liqueur, or it's nothing like that.
Yeah.
But I do. In my early journey, I've been drinking rum a long time, but not dissecting rum to what the level we do now. I don't really get the mango or the raspberry in that.
It's there.
I don't know whether that's just me or whether that's just...
Well, on the aroma, you see the problem is you're talking about dominant flavors and dominant smells. So on the flavor, what you're picking out is probably the chocolate's coming through. There's a hint of chocolate in the background. But the rum, all of our 6 rums, we want you to actually identify they are a rum. So we're not very heavy on any of our products or clove kind of products, because they tend to mask the base rum. We think we make a very good base rum, which is reflected in the fact of our gold and white rums, but there's nothing else there. Now the chocolate that the Rum Club has selected is a fantastic flavoured rum. It's won brilliant awards around the world now, but that has to be based on having a very good rum in the background. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I got to be careful. I'm talking about Rosemullion rather than other rum companies at the moment. So Rosemullion, we just concentrate on making a very good base rum that we can then make our other 6 products from. So
with the gold rum, you mentioned wood. I mean, we're talking about Rosemullion in general here now. How long's that gold aged for?
It depends. We're not aging it for 5 to 7 years. We're not at that point.
Obviously.
So what we're doing is we're bottling it to taste, hence my liver function. Each set of wood that we're bringing in is slightly different. We don't have the scale of, I think, your other company that's going to come around in about 10 minutes, where we can get control on what's been in the barrels beforehand. So what we find is that the aging process varies slightly, depends on the batch of wood we're using. So from that perspective, we're actually bottling to the product taste at the moment rather than age.
Right.
Does that kind of help?
Yeah. No, that's cool. Because my follow-on question to that was, so you're not at the moment doing a 1-year-old or something. My question, basically, what I'm getting at is, will there be like a 1-year-old? Are you looking to do like a 3-year-old, and as we get on, or is it just going to be a gold standard?
We have put aside a volume of rum that is coming up to about 3.5, 4 years now.
Wow.
I do need to look at it at some point, but at the moment we're busy making something else. But it's just sitting there aging in the background.
Yeah. Oh, hello. You're making something else?
Actually, if you remember, we're making you a dark rum at 54%.
Yes. Oh my God. Many people remember. I fell in love with it. For those everyone else watching, I loved. If you go back and watch the live stream, I think it was about 3 or 4 months ago. This was the one I fell in love with, the dark, and I said on the stream I would love to taste that at a higher ABV, because I think as it is, that is kind of a world beater. I do love that, but I just want to taste it at a higher ABV. I think that would be pretty special.
Well, we are making one for you in the background.
Nice.
Of that, though, we do need to go back, because the Rum Club are sponsoring us. We need to go back to the chocolate rum a little bit.
Yeah. We're doing that. So what we've got is, I've done the Sekforde mixer, so I've done that and that. I'm just now doing the, what we call it, the chocolate and vanilla old fashioned on there. So these Sekforde mixers, you can get these from Waitrose, I think. You can, Donna, have you got any stock? Have you got stocks?
Yes, we do have some stock. We don't put the mixers though, because they're quite difficult to ship.
But
if anybody would get hold of some, we've got stock that we can supply people. If they get in touch, info@craftrumclub.com.
So we've done that.
It's available as well if anybody would like to purchase a box too.
Cool. So that's what that was in my Mai Tai glass that Mr. Thomas bought me last week. So that is just purely the chocolate rum and that sort of Sekforde. As I said, it's lime. It's a soda, lime, hint of mint, and cacao in there, which is delicious. I'm just going to do the other one. I'm not sure if this is Burrell's, Ian's recipe, or whether this is Andy's. I don't know. But I've got some vanilla sugar gone in there. So that was in the little packet. We're going to do the chocolate rum that's opened, this one. And I kind of want to do, I thought I had a raspberry mixer here at home. And I haven't. Go on, Donna, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh.
The cocktails are his recipes.
Are they in?
The recipes and mixers. Then in the cocktail section, we've got Rosemullion signature serve.
Right, is that the mango one, Andy?
Yes, it is. Yeah,
it is. Right, we're cool. We're going to do that. I'm just looking for my...
Ian's old fashioned is quite a nice twist as well, provided you don't overpower it too much with the vanilla. Yeah.
I'm just looking for my Angostura bitters that are open.
Steve, while we're talking, someone's asked about wood, I think, on one of the questions.
That'll be Lee, I'm guessing.
I'm terrible at multitasking. I'm trying to watch you and Donna on the video, and there's these little questions coming up on the side. I'm terrible at reading and talking at the same time. But I think someone mentioned wood, so just to kind of help a little bit, we use American white oak to age in. However, we are playing with 3 other wood types for finishing now. Obviously, as we get more experience in what we're doing, we're now starting to play a little bit of games in the background with some other style of wood, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the questions on the wood.
Yeah. Was that? What spirit is in the barrel? Right. Okay. That's that question.
Virgin.
Yeah.
No. We don't use secondhand wood. I I can't control what would have been in the barrels historically, so we use virgin wood.
Nice.
That looks a nice drink.
Yeah, just stirring that down. So literally, I followed Ian's recipe. So we've done 60 ml of the rum, 10 ml of vanilla sugar. I've done, these are Angostura bitters. I forgot I decanted them into my bottle. So Angostura bitters in there. So we've got like a chocolate and vanilla old fashioned. And I'm guessing, oh, that's pretty tasty, isn't it? I'm guessing that's what these are for as well. So we've got like some dehydrated orange we can whack in there. Lovely. I might just, while we're here, I might just make up your signature. What was it? Mango sunrise, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now I'm assuming because you've got loads of mango, that's where the mangoes come from. I haven't got loads of mango here, but I have got proper mango juice, so I'm going to use the mango juice.
We don't grow them. We have to buy them, unfortunately. It's not quite that warm in Cornwall.
Hey, it flipping is. If you could grow palm trees down there, we can do mangoes.
Well, we're growing a few fruit down here, but not more yet. But yes, you can cheat a little bit with a bit of mango. To be truthful, I don't think we've really tried it with mango juice.
If you're not, so this is, everyone will know, but this is Rubicon. It's like it's the deluxe though. It's the proper thick stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do. What's he put? What? So when you put one mango, is that one whole mango sort of pulverised down?
Yes, pulverised down. Equal volume of mango to ice, put it into a pulverizer, and you literally kind of create a frozen mango mix.
We'll do that. We'll do this. Nice,
so if your mango syrup is quite thick, so you're probably not far away. Needs to be cold as well, though. Needs to be cold.
Yeah. Don't worry, my shake face will come out in a second. So what's your biggest seller then? Is it the chocolate or is it what's? Oh,
I'll be telling Donna. I got to be honest with Donna. It's our chocolate rum at the moment for today.
Is it? I had a feeling it might be.
That's why Donna chose it. We are selling a lot of chocolate rum. It was on Channel 4 Sunday brunch at Easter Sunday, and that raised the profile of the chocolate rum. So that's been ticking over quite nice in the background. Your contribution to our dark rum has helped our dark rum sales as well, mind you. There you go.
I'm just going to mute myself for 2 seconds just while I'm shaking this down, all right? So you carry on.
Yeah, no. But yeah, all of our rums sell reasonably evenly, I have to be honest. We have connoisseurs who just like gold rum, so they drink that. But yeah, with the Channel 4 program on the chocolate rum and the dark rum, those two seem to have picked up in the past 2 to 3 months now. So we're doing okay. We're managing to keep ahead of production slightly.
Do you remember
Sorry, Donna.
Do you remember when
Donna, you're really breaking up. I can't.
Let me put a chat and then you can say, Steve. So it all looks fine on mine.
There's one other question while you're going on chat, Donna. We do not use chips. I was talking about oak chips. We don't use those preformed, charred little chunks of wood. No. They're, if you're going to use those, you need to be very careful about how much you would use. The surface area of those is huge compared to the rum, so you're going to get a very quick hit from the wood, but it can get very, very oaky very quickly on you. So we don't use chips at all. No.
That is flipping delicious.
Yeah,
that mango and the chocolate. Oh my god, that's good.
Yeah, you want to sit outside and drink that in the sunshine.
Oh.
It is stunning.
So full disclosure, I added literally about 5 ml of sugar, sugar syrup to that, and that would kind of make that. Donna's asking basically, do you remember the cocktail for Sunday brunch?
I can't.
Who was it? Was it Pratesh or was it Ian? Who did it?
It was Ian.
It was Burrell.
It was an Easter egg kind of Easter Sunday chocolate thing. I can't remember. They had the two young gentlemen from Ireland who were in that boys band kind of thingy. So it distracted me completely. Because with those two gentlemen there and the other TV guests, I wasn't paying attention to what they were drinking.
Wow. What's the craziest recipe you've seen that someone's done with the chocolate?
Actually, the one that Ian did on, well, actually, I can't. He didn't share the recipe, did he? He did.
Is that Liz?
Liz is there. She's hiding.
Hello, Liz. Don't be shy.
She's like a lobster. She's been on the beach.
Is she?
She's been sunbathing. It's been clear blue sky here all day. Someone actually used our chocolate rum to make and I can't remember the phrase, but they made a coffee chocolate liqueur drink. And to my ever failing memory, the mixologist who made it didn't actually share the recipe back with me. But yeah, I'm getting whispers in one ear now from the other side. She's not going to come online. But yes, we're hoping to be at Rumfest. Although Rumfest people haven't replied to my emails recently. I think that I'm still not quite sure if Rumfest have confirmed their venues yet. But we have penciled that time frame in. So there's a question for Donna for Ian. Is where's Rumfest going to be this year? I'm not. To be truthful, we've got about 3 events in the next 2 weeks, so we're kind of focused on what's happening in July.
So are you at the Rum show in July?
No, we're going to be, because Liz likes dogs. We're going to be at the Game Fair at Ragley Hall at the end of the month.
Nice.
And we're doing our local agricultural fair tomorrow. Which is Studio Show, which is a lot nicer than Royal Cornwall. Gotta be careful I said that, really. And we're up in Harrogate in 10 days' time at a trade event. So we're a bit kind of boxed in a little bit for July.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
So we're in Warwickshire. If anybody's in Warwickshire in last weekend in July, pop along and have a taste.
Cool. I've got a couple of follow-up things here because I can see Bingo Ringo. Is that Chris? I'm sure it's Chris. So Bingo Ringo on the chat doesn't live too far away from you and wants to know whether he can pop in.
We don't have tours, unfortunately, Bingo Ringo. Because,
boo!
I know. Well, the problem is that because we don't buy our rum in, every available space I've got is a fermenting tank space. So if you want to come along and wear a hard hat and take a risk of life and limb, it's not particularly. We're not user friendly for visits, if that makes sense.
No, I get it.
We're a bit squished.
To be fair, not many UK distilleries are. they're getting into rum. Let's be honest. Yeah. And I know the follow up. I saw Donna pop up there. I'm assuming she's ready. Rumfest is 100% confirmed. It's always at the Ibis in London, whatever the hell it's called, ILEC or whatever it's called. It'll always be there.
I'll chase the ladies to make sure we're in.
Yeah, it's it'll always be there. It's the, I forget how he's done it now. Well, we're looking at dates anyway. I know the Spice Rum show's on the Thursday and the Rum show's on the Saturday, and I don't know I've forgotten what's happening Sunday. But yeah, that's all there. But cool. If anyone's got any questions here, because we're waiting for James. James is on a bar somewhere from Neptune, so we've got until he comes on, we can grill Andy. That's fine. So if you've got any more questions for Andy, especially chocolate rum, if you've got any ideas for mixes, then go for it.
I'm empty, so I'm going to have a refill.
Oh, good. So what are you drinking with? What do you just drink it neat, or do you mix it, or what do you do?
I'm mixing it with Ian's recipe, although I've run out of ice. We're using these little ceramic cups because they're insulating, so they keep your drink cold during the summer and keep them warm during the winter when you want to make your hot drinks.
If you thought about bumping the ABV of this up a little bit?
No, I wouldn't want to. I think mainly because of the fruit. Gotta be careful.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert, and Donna probably and Ian and you probably know people who been making rum drinks and rum spirits for a lot longer than I have. I'd be a bit, just based on my chemistry background, I've been nervous with the fruit that we're using, with the raspberry and the mango going much higher. With the dark rum, yes, can. Gold, I could, yes, because I can understand the flavour profiles there. I just think trying to make something 45% chocolate rum wouldn't work.
Not only that, then you'd put the price up, and it'd all be, you know, you'd.
It is probably price point. I'm putting the Amber bitters as well. I can't find my camera. Where's the camera gone anyway? Constantine Store. There's a call out for a drink finder in Constantine. If you've been there several times, haven't you, Steve?
Where's that? Sorry.
Constantine Store.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So the guys there, full house of all the bitters.
Nice.
There we go.
Lee's back in the questions. What's still? Oh yeah. We haven't even looked at that yet. So what's still? What do you use? What's your still?
We use imported Portuguese copper stills.
Portuguese. Wow.
Pot stilled, and I've just had an accident because you've been distracting me. So I've now got rum. Thankfully, it's not on the computer keyboard, but it's all over everything else. But we have it's a very low neck copper pot still.
Cool. Because
we don't want it to reflux going up the column too much to keep the trying to keep the flavour where we want it to be in the spirit. I'm gonna have to re-pour this. I've knocked it over.
No, you're welcome. I can see James on from Neptune, so he's ready to go. If anyone's got any last minute questions, or Andy, if you've got any kind of other knowledge that we've not shared with us, obviously it's the website. Do you direct people to your website, or is it Instagram? Where, who, what, when, how, why?
We do have Instagram and do have Facebook. You can find us there. We do our own website. Rosemullion.
And people can buy direct from you, like all the other rums and stuff like that. I know Donna will probably have a little bit of the chocolate left, I'm guessing. I don't know.
But any feedback regarding the Rum Club box, if you wouldn't mind forwarding it back through Donna, because obviously it's her show rather than mine. We're kind of so. But yes, more than happy if people want to ask questions, just send them through Donna from the Craft Rum Club. That'd be fantastic. More than happy to answer anything.
Cool. Bingo Ringo, we'll leave that in a bit because I'm very aware that James, I did say to James 1:45, and I'm very aware James is working at this precise moment. So Andy, it's up to you, mate. If you want to disappear and then come back on at like in 20 minutes or so, half an hour, you are more than welcome to, or you can go to bed, whatever. It's completely up to you. But if you pop up, I'll quite happily bring you back on.
If I'm here, I will. But we're up at Stithian's show tomorrow morning. So Bingo Ringo, it's in Stithian's. I'll be at Stithian's tomorrow morning for all day, getting sunburnt again.
Cool.
But I will try and come back in. What time is it? It's 10 to 9. I'll try and come back about 9:20.
I think Andy, I think we need to get you on again in maybe like a couple of months, like for my show, and just have a general sort of rum chat, because I think this could be really, really cool. We should have done that the first time round, but I wasn't having guests on at that time. Okay. But yeah, you've been brilliant. Thank you very, very much for giving up your Sunday night. If you're still ill, we'll bring you back on later. But if not, don't worry.
And Donna, thank you very much as well, Donna. Thank you.
Thank you. So, guys, for those of you that are watching, if you want to follow them, go and hook up on Instagram. Go and see them on Facebook. Go online as well. Donna has got a few boxes left of, I don't know both, but she's definitely got a few boxes of the chocolate rum. So you can get involved in the Craft Rum Club as well and get some of that. Bargain, absolutely, 40 quid bargain for that when you get all the rest of it too. The cocktails are amazing. So, without further ado, he is sitting there. It's a face I recognise from a few times. Let's bring young James on. Hey! Hello, my friend. How are you? Can we hear him? Is he there?
Can we hear? Yeah, you're back again now, Steve.
Yes. How are you, mate? You all right?
Yeah, apologies for the diary sort of connection. I'm on a beach in Devon at a festival, so can you hear me, or?
I bumped your volume up just slightly. I think we should be cool. We're getting. I can hear myself there. I'm not sure whether everyone else can hear me from you.
Is that slightly better?
Yeah. Can you hear me now, though?
Yes, I can. Yeah, it's just literally Trust me, I've got a silent disco 150 feet to my left with about 400 people looking like some zombie apocalypse. A beautiful beach and an empty, the leftover reminiscent bits of a festival on the other.
Nice. Come on then, James. Let's talk about the world's most awarded rum. Is it still the world's most awarded rum, or have you lost that title now? He's gone. Are you still there, James?
Steve?
Yeah. Oh, you're there. Oh, you're back. You're back.
Yeah. So yes, Neptune Rum Barbados Gold.
Let's have a little. Are you still the world's most awarded rum?
So I think I got the question there. So yeah, we were labelled the world's most awarded rum 2018-19. To date, the gold has won probably in excess of about 70 international awards.
Wow.
The pinnacle of those being gold at San Francisco Spirits Competition 4 out of the last 5 years. We didn't enter it during the pandemic. So it's a great accolade for the Barbados Gold.
So, for everyone listening, and guys, just James, don't worry about anything. James is out in the field. I know you guys can hear me twice. I get it. I can't bump his volume anymore, so we'll just go with it. It's absolutely fine for now. So, James, talk us through. I'll shut up. Talk us through the rum. What is the rum? Where's it come from? Just give us all the knowledge bombs that you can.
Certainly. So, Neptune Rum Barbados Gold is a pure Foursquare distillery product. So the rum that is in there is a blend of 8-year, 5-year and 3-year-old, all aged and distilled at Foursquare Distillery in Barbados. So it is both pot and column still production methods. We import the rum directly from them. It comes in at 62% and cut that down to 40 in our bottling process in the UK. We also chill filter it, which is what we believe gives it its smooth finish, clean, crisp taste. Obviously, for those of you with an experienced palate, you'll know that Foursquare, the 3, 5 and 8, is aged in American white oak. So they're ex-bourbon Jack Daniels barrels. So after the first taste, Steve, you'll probably pick up 30, 40 seconds later a little bit of oakiness, the whiskey aftertaste. But it should be very smooth, 40% neat, all natural, no added sugar, less than 0.5 grams of sugar, which is just a natural sugar from the sugar cane and the molasses.
So it's a lovely. I'm going from apricot, stone fruit. It's kind of the oak is there, but you're right. It is. I hate using the word smooth because it is marketing. It's marketing hype, but it is. It is a dangerous rum. As Ian Burrell would say, it's flipping it. It's a session rum and a half. This.
Yeah. The classic phrase we get at rum tastings, rum festivals, craft rum fairs, etc., is, "Wow, that's dangerously smooth." And I know it's an acronym that the rum specialists don't like to use too much, but you're right. It's very easily drunk, neat. Drop it in it just takes on a little bit different profile. Great with a classic mixer. Obviously, there's some mixers in this month's selection, and also makes great cocktails. We were Imbibe Best Rum Old Fashioned a few years back. Espresso martini, replace the vodka with rum, perfect nice evening drink. Mai Tai, daiquiri, the classic mojito. I've got it in a rum punch behind me at the festival here. So I've got a 150 litre container of rum punch, which is a Bayesian recipe. So that's a little bit of sugar syrup, lime, Angostura and water, and it works out at about 12. But Bayesian, but still tasting notes. We're very, very lucky, should I say, really, to have Foursquare as a supplier, and by blending those 3 ages, we feel it gives it, a little bit of, pepperiness from the 3-year aging. The 5 mellows it out in the middle, and obviously the 8 gives it the longevity of the aftertaste in the palate.
See, that's something I didn't realise about that. I knew it was Foursquare rum, but I didn't realise you cut it back in the UK. I just thought you kind of bought it bottled. Well, not bought it bottled, but bought it IBC'd and then bottled it, if you know what I mean. I didn't realise you had some influence in the actual finished product. If that's the right thing to say. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Look, I know. He's back. He's back. He's there. He's all right. He's cutting in and out. He's back. Hang on. I'll have to bring him back on screen. There we go. You there? Hey! Are you back? You're not there? You there? You're not there? No, you can't hear. That's it. Go on, say something, mate. I don't think anyone can hear you at the moment. No, he's gone. He's gone. So I'll leave him on there just in case his signal just comes back in a minute. But I'll just kind of talk about this. So what we've done essentially, we have taken. He's frozen solid. Oh, he's back.
Oh, we're back. We're back.
You there? So I've basically done the Mexican lime and with the hint of yuzu in here at the moment, which is kind of an interesting one. I wasn't expecting that, but it's kind of like a long daiquiri, I suppose.
Yeah, it's really refreshing. The Mexican lime soda is a bit of a quiet one for Fever-Tree, if I'm honest, but really popular when people try it because it just brings out the flavour of the rum without too much extra sugar from some of the other mixes that you might get. So really refreshing, really clean. The lime just mixes with the rum really well.
I'm gonna have to whack a bar spoon of sugar. I like Fever-Tree. I don't do their semi-skim stuff. I think their semi-skim stuff is pretty poor, if I'm honest. But a bar spoon of sugar syrup fixes all that, which is kind of cool because you can add sugar if you need to. We like that.
Absolutely. It's very difficult to take
So
away.
how long have yes. How long have but I was going to say Foursquare there, Neptune been about? I've seen it for quite a few years now.
So the brand actually launched at the end of 2018. Barbados Gold was the first product we launched in a very limited production. So obviously then, entered a few competitions, did a few rum fests with that particular brand, that SKU, should I say. We then, weren't in retail, in retail at the time when the pandemic hit us. So we were relying on a little bit of on-trade, a little bit of online and direct. So that sort of slightly hiccuped us, if I'm honest. We then, just prior to launch the Spice, which I know has been a previous Craft Rum Club subscription a few months back. And the Barbados Gold, the reason why I suggested it to Kevin and Donna to revisit it is a bit of an exclusive, a heads up for the Craft Rum Club members that it will be going into a top 6 retail store pre-Christmas at the end of this year.
Wow, that's amazing.
Finally. And trust me, it's taken 3 years.
I genuinely thought that you'd been around a lot longer than 2018. A lot longer than that.
Yeah, it feels like it. I was only 25 when we started. Look at me now.
Oh, imagine. So, can you talk about the amount of blends? So you've got 3, 5, and 8-year-old Foursquare in there. Do you know the percentages, or is that a secret? If it's a secret, that's cool. It's a secret. That's fine. I thought it might be, but we're trying to push for information. That's absolutely cool. I'm just trying to think about some other kind of questions. So, what sort of market are you aiming this at? Because it is a sipping rum, but it's also a great cocktail rum as well.
Yeah, I mean, we are aiming that particular product. The Barbados Gold, we believe, is a premium rum. The MRSP on that is $34.99. So for the aging and the years involved, we think it represents for money in the market. So it's a premium cocktail club, premium on-trade accounts. We don't expect that particular blend to be a speed pour on a speed rail in a major cocktail of a brand, just because the pricing and the strategy doesn't really work. And as I say, it's we believe it's good enough neat, a sipping rum, but also is very versatile. It's strong DNA and it's all natural product. So the ultimate customer you know, on trade and off trade, we're on the back bar at Revoluba, back bar at Turtle Bay, and then obviously
and at that point he goes. I tell you what, I'm just going to do very, very quickly. I need to get to make one of the others. I need to get my mint out the fridge. So just give me 2 seconds.
I'm not sure whether I've lost you guys or Steve disappeared.
Right, I'm back. Oh, he's back. Hang on, I can't hear you. Go on with it. There we go. Right, I've just got some mint out of my fridge. You cut off right when you said obviously after that last bit.
Oh, okay, so sorry, yeah. I said obviously the premium top 6 supermarket listing pre-Christmas is the sort of perfect good value, you know, £35 on the shelf, you know, for the quality of product with the Barbados heritage, etc. You know, we feel is a fair offering in the market.
Nice. So what are the other plans then for it? Are you just, because I saw the spiced come out, are you just sort of sticking with that, or have you got any other plans for other rums, or what's the crack?
Yeah, so I mean we are in the final stages of developing an entry level, if you like, speed pour type range of flavoured rums. There will be lower ABV, so technically they will be below the 37.5%. So there'll be a rum flavoured spirit drink in that category, and we believe there's an opportunity there for a fresh new look, a different bottle. So that'll be a different range to our exceptional bottle range. That's our own bespoke bottle mould that we had designed and built and manufactured for us. So this entry level range will be what we would like to call maybe a premium upsell from a classic Captain Morgan or a Sage Jerry. Flavours along the lines of caramelised banana, toasted coconut, mango and ginger. There's keep an eye on us, and we should be able to announce that probably in about the next 6 to 8 weeks.
Nice. Just very quickly about the spiced. Is the spiced, is that the base of the spiced, or is it a different rum?
Sorry, sir?
Is the spice that you do, is that the base of the spiced rum, or is it a different blend?
So the spice rum is a different blend. The spice rum is a 5-year Trinidad, 3-year Barbados, i.e. in your hand, 2-year Jamaica and 2-year Dominican Republic. So that's a pure Caribbean blend of multiple Caribbean islands. And that base rum is the base rums for the flavoured range as well. But we'll just reduce the ABV slightly to make it slightly more cost effective. And there is a bit of a drive in the mass market side of the market for slightly lower ABV spirit products at the moment.
That's cool. I'm just going to shake this up. I'm doing Ian's recipe. So this is the spiced mojito thing at the moment. So I'm just going to quickly shake this. There we go. Right. So for those of you watching along, for those if you haven't got the magazine, basically it's the rum, it's sugar syrup, there's mint going in there, and then we're just going to finish it off with one of the ginger ales. What's your signature? Is it the espresso martini?
For the gold, I think the espresso martini is pretty much our signature drink. It's amazing how many people haven't had an espresso martini with rum instead of vodka.
So much better, isn't it?
I mean, my classic cliche is, you have the espresso martini, yeah, ditch the vodka, replace it with rum. Trust me, you won't go back to vodka.
I've got two. So which one's your actual signature? Because there's the Bailey's one, and there's the other one in the magazine. I haven't got any Baileys here.
No. So the Bailey's one was just an alternative one, you know, for a bit of an Easter flavour, you know, just to give it a bit of it. So the classic espresso martini has been our signature serve since we launched Bailey's Gold.
Wow.
And
Right.
The one you're doing now, the one you're doing is recipe with a mojito, and just a simple little switch by replacing the soda with a ginger ale gives it a little bit more.
He's frozen. Gives it a little bit extra. Wait for it. Oh, a little bit of extra pop. That is amazing. I don't normally shake. I'll talk while he's frozen up. I don't normally shake mojitos with the mint, but that's actually not bad. That's not bad. I'll tell you what I will do while he's frozen as well. I'll do that espresso martini. Let's make sure that's in screen. There we go. Extra wow, is that what you said? Right, so we'll go for the espresso, or if you're in my world, espresso martini. Oh, he's back. I can see movement on the camera. You're back. What's going on at Blackpool Sands today anyway? What is that?
So this is Tunes on the Sands. So I'll quickly give you a little pan round. So we have a silent disco going on at the moment just to finish off the festival. So here we are, and then we have some people still chilling out on deck chair, the Neptune Rum tent with our tridents.
Nice.
Punch, and then very, very literally quickly in the background, I lift that up. They are literally right there on the sea.
Nice. So for those that don't know where Blackpool Sands is just a little bit further towards Cornwall from Dartmouth, if you like. So if you're in Devon and you follow the coast around from Dartmouth, so Torbay and then Dartmouth and all that, Blackpool Sands is just literally sort of down there a little bit. I know it quite well. It's a lovely little, I called it a cove, but beach kind of thing. Yeah, it's kind of lovely.
That's right, yeah, it's correct, Steve. It's about 3 miles outside of Dartmouth, towards Salcombe Way, but no idea is, and why they call it Blackpool Sands, I'm not sure, because there's no sand on it.
It's stone, isn't it? It's all stone.
Trust me, my calves are on fire, having been here since Thursday. So
Thursday?
The best pedicure. Well, Thursday we had to set up. Friday was the festival kick-off. And then Saturday, Sunday, so it finishes this evening, and then tomorrow pack up. So we had Boney M last night.
Right, I'm just going to shake again. Hang on.
Who is 71 years old, and she closed the show on a Saturday night. Amazing.
Right, let's. I've lost my strain. Let's give this espresso martini a road test. So, rum, espresso. I've actually used the Mr. Black, the rum Bundaberg rum cask thing, Mr. Black, and a little bit of vanilla sugar in there. So let's just have a little sample of that. What do we reckon? So would you? This is actually your signature serve with the coffee liqueur and the vanilla.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
Correct, yes. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that's good. I tell you what, that rum is just so dangerous because it is. I hate using that word, but it is so smooth and so dangerous, essentially. Cool. I tell you what, if you're clearing up, Joe, is there anything kind of, is there any other knowledge bombs you want to give us, or is there any other questions from Stefan wants to know if you could get it in Canada?
The Barbados Gold was in Canada through D. Herman and Sons, so they, as far as I'm aware, they still have stock. So by all means, look it out there. If not, let us drop us a message via Instagram or social media, etc., and it'll give you a good excuse to chase up some new importers there.
Nice. Is there any other knowledge bombs you want to drop before we let you go?
Well, drink plenty of water in the sun.
So that just drink more rum.
Trust me. We've had the rum punch all weekend, and people are like, "Oh, can I have an extra shot in the rum punch?" And I'm like, honestly, trust me. So an hour and a half later, they're coming back going, "You're right about that rum punch. It's got a."
That's what I mean. He's frozen again, but that's what I mean. I'll be honest. I can't even taste the rum in that. That's just completely, just gone. He has got. Oh, he's back. I've got to put him on. We'll bring him on just to say a final goodbye. There we go. Well, oh look, Bingo Ringo's ordered from Cornwall. He's got it. That's nice. Don't forget, guys, Donna will have some boxes left of this, so you get it from the Craft Rum Club as well, and you get all the extra add-ons as well. James, thank you, my friend. I know you're busy. I know you're clearing up and all that, but thank you very much for coming on. Perhaps we'll get you back on at some point when you're proper land-based, and then we'll chat more about the spice and the other stuff that's coming up and everything.
Yeah, no, that'd be lovely. That'd be fantastic. That'd be great.
Cool. All right, my friend. We'll let you go and clear up. Thank you very much for coming on.
Pleasure. Thanks very much. Enjoy the revolution.
Cool.
Cheers. Bye.
Yeah. Right. Let's do that. That's back. So we are back to me and Donna. Donna, what do you make of this rum? Are you drinking this rum? Are you just sitting there? Do you not want to be on camera? Do you want me to take over? We can't hear a word you're saying.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear that. Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah. Yeah. You are now when you talk. Are you there? Go on.
My screen. I don't know what's going on. The screen just keeps on freezing.
It's just I can sort of see your connection. That's all it is. Your connection's getting there. It's 8 out of 10 at the moment. It's not a 10 out of 10 perfect.
Incredible.
That's all it is.
I'm shooting my later tomorrow. So yes, I am drinking.
This is dangerous stuff, isn't it?
I'm Jamaican, but I am a fan of Barbados rum. So this is an incredible rum.
Little fate is, I'll be honest. Come on, your love's Jamaican. This is like it's all right, isn't it?
No, it's more than all right. It is a really good rum, and it's such a great price. The fact that it's going to be in supermarkets as well, and it'd be awesome for people to have a choice to get some decent rum at an accessible price.
Exactly.
Really,
Donna. Windy is in the comments. We won't give you Windy's proper name, but we'll just call him Windy. He's down in Bristol. He wants to know what your favourite rum is at home when you're drinking.
Whatever's in my glass.
Proper on the fence answer. Come on, Donna. Come on. She's Jamaican, so we can narrow it down to Jamaica. Come on.
I'm not going to pretend. I love Appleton.
Do you? Which one?
At the moment, my go-to. It's a bit of a revisit. Is the 21.
Oh, bloody hell! All right. I was going to have a little nip with you, but I didn't go up to the 12. I'm tight here.
I drink quite a lot, but I try to manage my drinking. So if I'm drinking rum, I want to have something that I really, really like, and I love the 21. I can have a couple, and then I'm satisfied for the evening, rather than really, really glugging.
Just neat or old fashions or what? You just neat. That was a stupid question. I don't even know why I asked that. Sorry.
Definitely neat. If I'm having a cocktail, I'd say the Old Grog or Veritas for a daiquiri. I love a daiquiri. We have it regularly.
So. While you're here then, while you're on, talk, because I know there's quite a few people here that are not in the Craft Rum Club. When did the Craft Rum Club start? How many years old are you now?
How many years young?
Sorry, how many years young are you now?
So we're 6 years young. We started in 2016, but we didn't start sending any boxes until 2017. And we've slowly grown, and we have tried different things. But one of the best compliments that we have is that people that come after us copy our model. So it keeps us on our toes, and it means that we're doing something really good.
So what's your philosophy? Because I've tried to explain it to my lot, and I think I've nailed it. But what's your philosophy with it? Like, go on. What's your idea behind it? Go on.
I feel that rum gets a really bad rep because people think about Bacardis of the world, the Mount Gays, and then now as well with the spiced rum, a lot of the sweet over sweetened rums, but they're still quality there that you can have and that you can enjoy. And I feel that everybody should have access to the quality rums and spice rums that are out and have an understanding about it. Know what's in your glass. Appreciate the fact that it might be a little bit more expensive than buying gin, for example, but that's because of the taxes that are levied on the bottle. So it's just having that understanding and appreciating that it is a quality spirit and it is up there with the likes of brandy and whiskey and cognac. It's not there in the lower echelons with vodkas and gins.
So what? When people sign up to the Craft Rum Club, what can they expect? Like the way I've kind of described it, and I might be completely off track here, but I've kind of said to my lot that you're never going to get like a sweetened rum or a rum that's not been done properly. In essence, is that right? Am I off the mark? Like what?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going. We have done some sweetened rums. So, for example, we did the A.H. Reese Black Barrel earlier in the year. But the reason that we did that was to give a level of variety. So A.H. Reese, all of their expressions are highly sweetened. But the base rums that they use are really good quality, really, really good quality. So although it may not be to everybody's taste, we just feel that anything of quality that comes within the rum category should be out there and people should get an awareness for it. We're about educating at the end of the day. We're rum connoisseurs in the making. We're not rum connoisseurs. We're drinking our way to being rum connoisseurs.
I think that's the thing. I think, it's so hard. Like from an outsider like me looking into what you do, it'd be so. And this is leading on, Geraint. I've just seen your question, and I'll give it to Donna now. From an outsider, there is so many different rums that you could do. It's almost like you could do 20 different to try and satisfy everyone. You could try and do like 20 different boxes a month, and that's just not viable. Geraint's asked. I don't know whether you can see the comments, and we have laugh and banter. Geraint in my membership community, in my Discord, we call him the rum geek. He's educating us a hell of a lot, but he's realised that there is the market there is down there. Geraint wants to know if there's plans to kind of offer up an expensive one. Now, to put this into perspective, Geraint has come out, and I think this is right. Geraint wouldn't pay sort of less than sort of 60 or 70 quid for a bottle of rum because he knows his palate. He's been drinking rum a lot of years, but is kind of interested in those rum agricoles, cane juices, but the 70, 80, 100, 120 pound rums. Like, how would you? Is there an idea for that or not, or what?
So absolutely. So that's something that we're looking at, and we hope to introduce that within the next year. You got Foursquare with the ECS. Not sure that we're quite on their radar for having our own selection like some of the rum online merchants, but we're in talks with people to see what we could do that would be the more premium side and to send it out. But how that model will work, we're not entirely sure. Would we do it just selling bottles, get a cask selection in, sell it as bottles? Would we? Not sure. Or maybe what we could do is like the subscription, but potentially less.
Yeah.
You spend money over a given time, and at the end of it, you get a bottle of rum that is worth more than the money that you've actually deposited.
Ooh, I like that. Bargain. It's hard though, isn't it? It's really hard because when you're talking 80 pound rums, 100 pound rums, it's like where the flipping hell do you start? And but then how do you convince people to? These are rum connoisseurs, isn't it? They know their stuff.
But the sad thing about that is that it shouldn't be just about the rum connoisseurs. It should be anybody. If you want to treat yourself to a more premium rum, just like you would with a premium whiskey, if you want to gift it to somebody, for example, or gift it to yourself at for your birthday, you should be able to do it. You should absolutely be able to do it without having to pay that big outlay up front. So
You just brought me on. You just brought me on to something here. There's two things coming here. You said birthday, treat yourself, right? My birthday bottle of rum to myself. I was going to do. Well, let's just go the Ron Cube, but the 1870, like the really expensive one. And then I was looking at the Appleton 21-year-old, which then I was like, oh, do I not? And then, but Pete Holland's got me on the Dawley's 14. This is the first time I've ever tried that, but it got me on that at Manchester Rumfest. And I'm like, do you know what? It's like half the price of the Ron Cube, but it's such a good rum.
Great rum.
If you were going to say, right, buy yourself a birthday rum, it doesn't matter. It sort of matters about price, but doesn't. You know, it could be a £20 rum, it could be an £80 rum or 100. Like, birthday rum, what should I be buying myself?
It's difficult. It's really difficult because it is all about taste. And I will always go with Appleton. That is a revisit for me. I haven't had Appleton for a little while. Well, I have. Just the everyday sipping, the lower end.
Yeah.
Then I opened a 21 because we had a bit of a special occasion. So I opened a 21 because it's...
Congratulations.
And it was like, wow, I've really missed this. I have really missed this. I do the Appleton 21, and if a Bayesian rum, Peter won't like me for this. If you can get hold of the Mount Gate Andean, I really like that. Really like.
I don't know whether you watched last week, but I did. It's the first time I've ever had. Where's it gone? The Black Barrel. First time I've ever had the Black Barrel, and I was like, that's really good. So I'm assuming to go up a level, it's going to be even better.
Yeah, the Andean cask is really special. To me, that was a really special rum. So yeah, we have a bottle downstairs that we nurse. If we have a tipple, it's a very small tipple that needs to last a long time. But I think that if from a birthday set, those are the two at the moment that I would definitely do. Oh, actually, do you know a rum that is hard to get over here, and hopefully things will change, is Babincourt.
Yeah. See, now you're really talking to Grant's ears are going to really prick up now when you've said that, because we've been talking about Clarin and Babincourt and all this sort of stuff. Because I up in Rumfest as well, I kind of lost my Clarin virginity as well, and I was like, they blew me away. I was like, oh my god, they are good.
They're amazing, absolutely amazing. But I take the Babincourt, the lightly aged through the beautiful rums. Amazing price point. They're fantastic price. If you go to the States, they're an amazing price. Absolutely awesome rum.
It's just we don't get them over here in the UK. I don't know why no one imports them, but I don't know why no one imports them. That's always beyond me. I don't know whether that's Babincourt themselves.
There's potential for it to come over. There is potential for it to come over. So fingers crossed. It does work. But it's
Just to give you some feedback, I'm just I can see the comments coming back here. Geraint asked the question in the first place about the expensive rums, has put, that would be amazing. So yeah, I kind of, depending what the final format is for that, I think you would have some market there. He's put whiskey clubs where people lob in 40 quid a month for say 2 or 3 bottles a year, something like that. I will understand that a bit better.
So it's a pay as you go. So instead of spending up front like you would on a credit card, and then you pay it off over the preceding months, spend on your preceding months, and then you get a really lovely bottle on the 6th month or on the 4th month. But it depends. We just need to come up with a model for it. Yeah,
that's the hardest thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I guarantee if you did molasses, Geraint would be, because he loves his cane juice. But, if you did cane juice, then you're going to get all the molasses fans going, ooh. So, you can't win, really. But I'm just looking at all these.
And the way that we would do it, we'd position it exactly the same way that we do with our subscriptions day. It's a surprise. And it's not about, you don't join subscription to get something that you want, know, like. You're joining a subscription to learn something that you don't already know. And that's what we do with our schedule. We're learning all the time with the different rums that we're trying.
Yeah. Just Havana Steve. So Steve's over in Northern Ireland. He agrees, a subscription where you can create a piggy bank and learn about more bespoke rums, and then go. So he's agreeing with that, and he says, "I throw £30 a month to Naked Wines. Business model works well for them." Isn't Naked Wines the little vouchers that come in the craft rum? Is it Naked Wine?
We've put those in our boxes as well. Yeah. An ongoing promotion with them, because I think that a lot of people like wine, don't they? And it's that we're putting the rum out there. You might as well enjoy some wine as well. It's always good to collect for Christmas, to collect for Easter.
I'm just going to open these. Hang on, I'm going to rustle.
They're amazing. They are amazing.
Donna, I got both the same. Donna.
I know. We unfortunately there's a bit of a supply chain issue there, but I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. There was just a bit of a supply chain issue. We did what we needed to do.
To be fair, I'm kind of glad that I've got both. Oh, these are amazing.
They're amazing. They are amazing.
Happy days. Oh, I like it. They actually taste like prawn.
Yep, they're amazing.
I've never had a prawn cracker that tastes like prawn.
Yeah.
That might sound stupid.
They're just incredible. I don't know how they've done it. I spoke to the brand.
It is actually proper prawn crackers. What are they?
No, it's plant-based.
That's what I thought.
They tried to explain to me the science behind it. It was over my head, unfortunately. But it was over my head.
Right, hang on. I'm just going to read you the packet, right? Hang on. Right. There's a little bit in pink right at the top here. I'm just going to read you out this blurb so you can understand it. Our prawn crackers, and it's prawn with an apostrophe instead of an A for some reason. I don't know what that means. But our prawn crackers are a delicious snack, normally made using prawn on the streets of Southeast Asia. But because we love prawns just as much as we love a prawn cracker, we've made ours totally plant-based for you to enjoy. That absolutely gave you no more knowledge. I thought it was, but it
doesn't.
Sorry.
I'd love to understand the science, but unfortunately I don't. Maybe I'm not right.
These taste so totally different.
Yeah, they're beautiful. They're really lovely snacks.
I'm going to hide those. Mummy Barman's totally going to come and steal those.
Yeah, someone was asking about subscription in Canada.
Yeah, could you see the comments? Yeah, Stefan, come on. If Trevor was here as well, Trevor would be all over that. Go on.
Yeah, so unfortunately, we only do the UK and the surrounding islands. We did pre-Brexit do cover Europe as well, but unfortunately things changed. Taxes, deliveries, it's just astronomical. It's just not cost effective. We've never looked at doing the Canada and the US, but that is something that's on our roadmap for in the future. But if we can find a partner to work with that would do the distribution for us, then we would just bulk send everything.
This so could work.
If you know anyone, let me know. I'll happily talk to
Stefan, hook us up with distributors. But this could be amazing, because then the whole Miss Betty's Bitters things, you could do that in the... Oh, I love Miss Betty's Bitters. Oh, yeah, Canadian. Oh, brilliant. I'm just kind of... I've seen a few comments aimed in my direction. I've just kind of need to... Geraint's put, Steve, Barbancourt was imported back in the 80s and 90s for a short while. I feel hence no longer available. Yeah, gee, that would just be importers, whoever the importer was at the time.
Yeah, it was around in the noughties as well, in very supply. So every so often you would see it somewhere. But it just feels that they've never quite nailed their distribution in the UK.
Don't know why. I don't know, because it's such a big brand in rum circles. I don't know why one of the big companies have not gone after it, if you know what I mean. Not Diageo, but there's plenty of distributors out there. I don't know.
Yeah, Absolutely, absolutely. Maybe it's something to do with the way that the brand operate. I don't know, but it's just, it's a shame that we don't have it on our shelves over here.
All the Canadians, I forgot Susan. I forgot all the Canadians are in here. So Rhubarb and Cod's on as well. Once in Canada, we've got, for some reason I get quite a big Canadian audience over here. It's kind of fun. Jonathan, on Thursday bought a bottle of Appleton 21-year-old from a shop in Paphos for €85 duty paid. Compares Master of Malt, £120. Wow.
Yeah.
Bargain.
That's a
Rhubarb and Go on, sorry, Donna, carry on.
That's a brilliant price for the 21. An absolutely brilliant for the 21.
I might have to do that for the birthday bottle. I really like the Dawley's 14 though. It blew me away. I love the 12, but to go up to the 14 was like, wow.
Do us Jamaicans proud. Do us proud.
All right. Just for you, sold. Just flipping on the back of Rhubarb and Cod, the pineapple bitters are amazing. You want to taste the new banana and bergamot bitters that she just launched. Oh my God, they are so good. So watch out for those coming soon. Yeah, she launched them at Imbibe. Oh my God, they're amazing. They're really good.
That when you make your cocktail in slushies too, which is really good.
I think I forgot what they used them in at Imbibe. They had a yuzu daiquiri, which had the
strawberry.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, strawberry and Mark 1 bitters in there, and then the banana was in the other one. But I completely forget what the other cocktail was now.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Banana and bourbon. So, what was your kind of? Come on, let's grill Donna. Let's grill Donna. So, what was your kind of first sort of rums? Talk us through your journey. Where did you start?
Oh dear God, I'm Jamaican, Steve. Where do you think I started?
Well, I don't know. There's some people here that have never even tasted Ray and Nephew. So I don't know. What was it? What was it? Was it Ray and Nephew? Was it Appleton? What was it?
Of course, it was Uncle Ray. I'm Jamaican.
Flipping, don't give me that. Captain Morgan's from Long Pond, so don't give me that.
No. So my parents, we went to Jamaica at intervals throughout all of my childhood, and I grew up. We'd come back with rum. It was always in your suitcase. Sometimes we get the Jankrabati, which was the white rum off the still, in a carton, a big 2-litre carton. We brought back, and my parents have always put different things in their rum. So be it fruit, or if they're doing like for Christmas cake, if she's putting her raisins in there. But I've always grown up that there's always something in the rum, and it's always Uncle Ray. So growing up, I think my first forages into alcohol, I would always drink rum punch, because that was always a family thing. I would just always drink rum punch. So I'd go out, and if there wasn't rum punch, I generally didn't drink when I was younger. But I would always do rum punch. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
So come on, what's the typical rum punch recipe over there?
So it's always, you've got your sour, your sweet rum, and it's pretty much equal measures.
Wow, okay.
But the interesting thing is they always say pretty much equal measures. There is no Jamaican on this planet that doesn't have a sweet tooth. Equal of sugar does not mean equal measures. There's always way more sugar in there than anything else.
Yeah, but that's the fun of a rum punch. If you don't want that, you drink a daiquiri, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. So
are we kind of talking like strawberry? Are we because I know when Ian does rum punches, they're kind of a lot of strawberry or something. But what are we talking? Strawberry, passion fruit, pineapple, or everything, or what?
Generally strawberry. The cheats way is we've got syrup, strawberry syrup. So the cheats way, strawberry syrup, lime, rum.
Okay. Is that where Ian's kind of like reggae? So I remember him doing this years ago, like almost 20 years ago. Is that where his reggae rum punch comes from?
I'm not entirely sure.
I think that was one of his recipes back at Cotton's back in the day. It was just like this, very heavily strawberry, and I'm pretty sure it was Ray and Nephew as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Would be Uncle Ray. I'd be surprised. I would wholeheartedly say it was Uncle Ray that was in that glass of rum punch.
So as a Jamaican then, if you had to pick between the two, you're going Uncle Ray.
Going Uncle Ray, absolutely. Don't get me wrong, the rum bar, it's lovely. It's a really good white rum, but I grew up on Uncle Ray. I have to be loyal to Uncle Ray.
I like this. There's a lot of banter coming in now. I just kind of see this. So Lee, so you see Lee Gannon on the chat there. He's affectionately called Ganimal in our little community, right? He's a brewer and a distiller, but he loves his funk, like his high ABV funk bombs.
Yeah.
He weirdly gets raspberry. Don't ask me how he gets raspberry out of stuff, but he gets raspberry on this sort of stuff. No idea, but yeah, I don't know. Geraint, Donna, same for me. My grandfather had me on rum punch when I was a kid. White agricole, lime, pineapple juice and sugar. Oh, that's what I was going to come back for. So all these new brands. So I don't include Damiso in this, but who was it? Vellier, a kind of release, what's the word? L'Oranges. You're telling me that Jamaica had been putting fruit in their thing long before that?
Every rum drinking country does that. Every single rum drinking country does that. Whether it's a product that they sell or not is a different thing, but every rum drinking country does that.
So why is it not a big thing then? Or is it just you wouldn't bottle it, you'd do it in a jug or whatever? Why to my knowledge is there only one brand selling rum with fruit in it in the UK?
That's it. Well, do you know what? That's actually quite a good point. There potentially it is just the one brand that's selling over here, but I know
Vellier are coming really soon, but
yeah, I'm interested with the Vellier ones. I think that's going to be very, very interesting. But I think maybe it's because it's not something that's traditionally known, generally from an alcohol perspective. How many places would you go and see fruit or something, whether it be a spice or actually sitting in that bottle of, or decanted into something where it sat in it? It's very unknown. It's definitely a market that needs to be exploited, and I think there are a lot of home recipes as well.
Yeah, so listening to there's a lot of us in here that listen to the Rumcast podcast. And I forget, it was about 2 or 3 ago. It was when they were talking about the Vellier one, and it was one of the guys from Vellier was like pineapple, like put loads of pineapple in it, but basil, like pineapple and basil in this. And I was like, I'd never thought of that, but I can see that working. It's just something you wouldn't even contemplate doing.
Yeah. Basil is an interesting spice. We trying to think what we've done what's it? I can't remember what it is, but we came up with a cocktail. I can't think what it is. I'll have to think about this and I'll let you know, Steve. But it's the syrup that we used is all spice based. It's not sweet. It's all based on spices. And it's awesome.
See, I love this chat because this is completely different to a cocktail bartender kind of chat. You know, this is proper authentic kind of like flavours and put together. I'm just looking and corner my eye. So Stefan in Canada is doing peaches with rosemary in rum. Which again is a combo that I'd never dream of.
It's got a nice sweetness to it. If you think about the flavours, where it hits you in your, it's got a nice sweetness to it. It's going to complement something.
Yeah, we've all got basil mojitos. What's that coming? Thai basil, like in mint. Hang on. Put my grandmother in Martinique always puts. Oh, it's deleted. Spelling mistake for Big G. Yeah, no, I love. It's interesting. So from a Craft Rum Club point of view, that would go into the. Get out, flies. That would go into the sort of spiced and flavoured, wouldn't it? It wouldn't, or a big collection. Yeah.
We wouldn't put it across the whole club. We have done in the past with the oranges because it is something that's so unknown over here. We wouldn't do that again though. Wouldn't do that again. we've done the introduction, and that's it. But from a spiced rum perspective and a flavoured rum perspective, it's absolutely something that's out there.
So what's coming up from the Craft Rum Club then? Like, what can we expect over the next few months? I know you won't give rums away because that defeats the object. I get that. But is there... Sorry, say that again?
Afford to.
You can't afford to?
No, we don't want anyone knowing what we're doing.
Yeah, competition is rife. Yeah, but there's a couple of rum cinemas, there's a couple of rum boxes out there that haven't even delivered yet. You know, it's almost like they're waiting to see what everyone else does, and it was like, right, we'll do that and then send it out.
Yeah, but the coming month, so in our August, that's a cut that we selected that cask.
Yeah, see, I didn't know. That's what I was leading on to. I didn't know how much you wanted to talk about it or how much you could talk about it. But, you know, is there any sort of spoilers? Or so you've basically selected your own cask and that's going out into the rum box next year?
Yeah.
Next month? Yeah.
Yeah, our own.
But
and then...
obviously we're not going to talk about the country, the blend or anything like that. But so that's pretty damn exciting. So no one else in the country will be able to get that rum, basically.
No.
It's special, one-off.
Purely for us. And the bottles will be numbered as well for us.
Wow. Do I get number 2? Actually, number 3.
Go after number 5.
Can I have number 7? Can I have number 77?
Why 77?
It's my lucky number. Yeah, I like 77. It was the year I was born, but I like 77. I want number 77.
I will try and remember that.
That won't happen because it will come from wherever. No, that's cool. Yeah.
But
so how long? Right? Can we, without giving the game away too much, like how long has that process taken? Like, and what's gone into that process? Obviously, you would have tasted a few rums or what? Like,
yeah, it's a few. 6 to 7 months. Wow. 6 to 7 months, because we know the cooperage, and we work with them quite closely. So going down the barrel selection route was quite a simple and easy thing for us to do. So I'd say 6 to 7 months for us to decide, schedule, deliver.
That's exciting. See, I like that. You know, I really like that. Don't get me wrong. I like what you do anyway, because they are, you know, introduced rums like this to me, St. Ogan, St. Ogan, whatever you want to call it, and the Public Spirit. I've chatted to the guys at Public Spirit because they were obviously down at Imbibe as well, and we had good chats down there. You know, that's introduced me to rums that like this that I probably wouldn't have seen or paid attention to be fair. But to have your own cask, that's a bit next level, really. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So is that? Go on.
And having our own cask selection as well. That will help us step up to the premium too, because we know what we want. We know the flavour profiles that we want to explore, and looking at what we do from a more premium perspective as well. This all helps us with it because it's building relationships and it's knowing that we'll be on the right track, I think.
So I could go right. Big G's got a comment. He's trying to get some information. Any clue about how old it is? Between 5 and 25.
No spoilers on here. None at all.
between 2 years old and 50 years old. How's about that, Big G? So no spoilers. But no, I'm just thinking of other questions we could kind of ask to kind of delve into that. Is there another one in the works? Is this going to be kind of do a one, sit and just reflect and see how it goes before you look at doing another one, or is there a second one already in the pipeline? From a business point of view, how does that work?
So that there is a second one in the pipeline, but I'm not entirely sure I can bring it in on the timeline that I want to do.
Okay.
But
Right.
we will see.
See, I
Right, crunch.
I like. Yeah, they're good. I can't stop eating them. They're really good.
Very good.
By the way, last month's as well were really good as well. That's my second packet of those. I went out and bought some more.
David Smith Crisp, all of their whole range, their crisps are amazing. You get the truffle ones in the Rosemullion truffle in the purple pack. They're amazing. They are the best.
One of my
crisps.
local farm shops, I didn't realise, sells them all. It's just got them in big boxes by the tills. I was like, bloody hell, I recognise them. Never paid any attention.
They're amazing.
So
Absolutely amazing. Definitely recommend them. Crisp lovers, just work your way through.
Right, hang on. Let's dive back through some comments here. So the big one I picked out here, Karen Mason. I have a quarterly subscription, but I might have to change it to monthly. Nice. That's what we want. That's what we want, Karen.
Boxes through our shop.
Yeah. So let's talk about this a little bit more. So you can just buy individual boxes. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Absolutely.
are they more expensive? Or what's the deal for joining?
It's still exactly the same. So we sell the boxes for $39.95, and to non-members it's £45. And last they're on the website. There might be a few that should have been taken off of the website at the moment because I'm a little bit behind. But generally, whatever we've got, whatever boxes we have in stock or that are still within the accompaniments are still within date, they're there.
Cool. Philip, I'm assuming is one of yours. Philip says, I can't wait for that box. I'm assuming he's talking about next month's. That's pretty cool. Hello, Philip, if you're a Craft Rum Club member.
I saw something flash up. Somebody's looking forward to the September.
Ooh, where's that? September? I don't know. I'm miles behind. I'm just coming out. Oh, Tom the gardener. Looking forward to that September. Oh, that's Tom. He works outside all day. He's probably sunstroked. Tom, we're talking about August.
So in our note, so the September box, our September rum, we think is really special. We love it. We love the September rum, and we're taking a chance, and we are sending it to everybody because we feel it ticks the boxes for whether you like rum or spiced rum. It's an amazing rum with an amazing backstory.
Oh, so sorry, I should really read this magazine sooner. Tom, I take that back. I'm very, very sorry, Tom. Humblest apologies. I can't see that up here. I can't. Where is it? Yeah, we're running. Nice. So sherry barrels. Windy, you need to join Windy. Windy's our in-house sherry lover. Oh, I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. Sorry.
No spoilers.
Yes. No. But we need to have a chat about this because I want to chat to them beforehand because I want to kind of do this a little bit special. So I'm going to make contact with them early because I know exactly who this is and we'll do it properly. Yeah. I've forgotten all about that, but yes, that could be September's Craft Rum Club Live. Could be epic if I can pull it off. I think I will do, but it should be really, really good.
We've got some really cool ideas that we've spoken about that we'd like to introduce. And it'll all get nailed, and we'll speak to you. Don't worry. Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So Windy, this one's definitely up your street. Who else are there? I've just been getting the banter. Stefan saying I've got the sunstroke. Yeah, I have. I tell you what, it's like 40 degrees in here. But the fan, if you went into Discord earlier, I've got the fan there right in my face. I think that's why technology now it's cooled down in here. I think technology is fine, but hence old school. If you're just tuning in and thinking, why the hell have I got these on? It's because everything, my Bluetooth and wireless, everything just went kaput earlier. Which is going right. Bingo Ringo from Cornwall. Thinking of joining up. Is there a discount code for new members? Oh, you tight bugger. $39.95. Oh, there is. Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting that.
You've got your discount as well. You've got a discount code that you can share with anyone on your Discord.
I have. What's that?
You did? I can't remember what it is.
I didn't know that. Do I? Yeah.
I'll look it up.
I've got vaguely recollections. So we need to have business chats more. We went out with the intention of having business chats. We were just talking about cocktails, and we got smashed on daiquiris down in flipping Lemon Beach.
Beach. Actually, we've got the 10 on the website. If you go onto the front page, there's I think it's that's on there.
Cool. I will find out tomorrow what my discount code is, and then I'll pass it on for you. We'll do that. Yeah.
Neil's just joined. Thank you, Neil, and welcome.
Neil, who's that? Is that Neil? Neil? Is that my Neil? Who Neil? Is that? Yeah, Neil Gray. Yeah, hello, Neil. Good lad. Neil, which one have you joined? You've got to join both of them. Have you got to join Rum and Spiced Rum? Of course you have. Double bubble, innit? we'll get both of them in. Who else have we got in here? Philip. Hello, Philip. Philip, where are you from? Your name is new to me. I think I've seen you a couple of times, but where are you from, Philip? Whereabouts in the country are you? Claire, I'm wishing my life away from Craft Rum Club box to the next box. Nice. Brilliant.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. So we got a couple. Go on.
Asking about the black TF_ aka Tom.
Yeah, that's Tom the gardener. He cuts grass for a living. He does a bit more than that, but he's our gardener.
We do have some top boxes.
They're the best rum club. Let's be honest.
That's a good rum. It's a good rum. So yeah, it's on our website. Go onto our online shop if you would like it, Tom.
Which is, hang on a minute. I've forgotten. It's craftrumclub.com.
.co.
.co.
No, .co. Just .co.
Hang on. Let's add a caption. So Craft Rum Club. Oh, Bluetooth flipping keyboards. There we go. We'll just add this on, and it's. I'll flip it out. It's craftrumclub.co. For those of you who wanted to, it's quite easy to find. Club.co. Right, there we go. Add. That'll look really, really terrible. And now it's not even come on screen. Where's it gone? Oh, well, that didn't even work. Technology is not my friend tonight, I tell you. Go on, Donna.
I was just going to say, for Neil, he's joined without using any code. If you drop me an email, I will take a look at your plan for you. So,
right, so this is... Thank you, Stefan. Right, so Stefan's put it on there. Good man. That's what I was trying to do. Mine failed. So for anyone watching, that is the website for the Craft Rum. That's not it, is it? It's craftrumclub.co. Flipping hell. Naughty Claire, fingers crossed. That's not what I was putting on. I was trying to find Neil. There we go. Right, Neil, that's you. Oh, right. Can I cut and paste this? Can I put that? I can't even. Can I put that on screen? No, I can't. More actions. Can I put that on screen? No, I can't put that on screen. I've got to copy and paste. Right. So Neil, just join with no code. Neil, shoot Donna a message, an email, Instagram DM, whatever you do. Shoot her a message and say, "Hi, it's Neil from last night," and she will sort of sort you out a little bit. There we go. That's Neil.
Yeah.
Right.
And then bingo.
Thank you, Stefan.
10. And then bingo ringo. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
It only works on the single subscriptions, not on the dual subscriptions, because they are permanently discounted. And if we were to add the discount to the dual subscriptions, that we'd be at a loss.
Yeah. So
that's why.
So that's that. Work. That's that comment. Young Chris in Cornwall. Yeah. Basically, business economics doesn't allow that. Let's put this into perspective. $39.95, right? Let's just put this into perspective. For that, I forget which one it was now, but let's go that and it must be that. Oh, it was that and that, wasn't it? So $39.95. you know full well how much that rum's going to be when it comes out in the shops. You get that. You get the magazine, which is flipping awesome, which, you know, we should be paying a good £5 for anyway. There, you know, to get even more discount on there. I wouldn't give you any discount. I'd be tight. I'd just say just pay 40 quid and be done with it. But hey, Donna's more lovely than what I am. Oh, and the sugar syrups.
Yeah.
It's a bar. Yeah, from Witch Kings. That me, Cheese Boy, if you're still here, Cheese Boy, me, Ganimal. We met these guys up at Manchester Rumfest. They were the guys opposite Ganimal. If you can remember, downing the who was it? It was opposite Dean. So opposite the Clarins. If you can remember the guys wearing all those colourful suits and whatever, that's the Witch Kings that makes these syrups. I've forgotten their names.
They're really, really cool guys.
Yeah. Thank you. Right. Who else? What else we got in there? The can only follow so much one hand rum barrel. What? Well, what's Stefan saying? Can only follow so much one hand on the rum barrel, one hand on the YouTube. I don't know. These Canadians can't keep up. Stefan, right, there we go. Stefan, honestly, I would pay $40 plus the shipping to Canada. $40? Your Canadian money, you're talking $80, $90. What's Canadian money at the moment? It's like two, but double it, nearly, give or take. So it's going to be 80.
It's the tax and the duty.
Yeah.
Just anything clear customs. It's really.
Yeah. Not only that, as I found out, shipping stuff to young Trevor Rose, the other side of your humble country, you know, it's actually illegal to ship alcohol into Canada unless you use a distributor. but my little care package got there.
That was lucky.
Yeah, I said it was sugar syrup. That's fine. Right.
Yeah. There's always a way.
Any other questions for Donna for the future of the Craft Rum Club? Why we should be joining the Craft Rum Club instead of other certain subscription boxes? Like why? Claire, give us feedback. Claire, I know Claire's still here. Claire, which one's your favourite one? I know you. Which one you're going to say? Did I smuggle, Steve? I didn't smuggle. I just put sugar syrup on the label, Decky. What the Royal Mail don't know won't hurt them.
Exactly.
I'm just going back to this chocolate rum. I like this chocolate rum. I'll tell you what though, Andy's rums. Andy was a good chat. I could have chatted a long time to Andy, actually.
Yeah, he's incredibly knowledgeable, and he's very approachable to really help you to understand. I kind of had prawn cracker there. I kind of had to bring on the sort of the white rum and the gold rum on there just to kind of get where we are with to help people understand where the chocolate rum comes from, because you could kind of think, right, okay, he makes a chocolate rum, but without understanding the whole process to get to the white and the gold, you kind of lose where the chocolate and actually the honey, which is pretty awesome. This dark rum, oh my god, if you tried this dark rum, Donna? Yes, it's lovely. Yeah. It's really good. Really good.
It's amazing as it is. If he can bang that out at 56%, oh my god, that's going to be phenomenal. Karen, would you do 50ml samples as a subscription? That's a toughie. Let's put that on screen.
I'm not sure that we would, but we would certainly look at how we could do something around samples.
So, without, and this is, sorry, I love these prawn crackers. These are amazing. Really good. What I've started to do, and this, you know, I'm not going to encroach on Donna's toes and vice versa. You know, what I've started to do in my membership, Karen, is that brands are going to come on, much like Andy's been on tonight. But we're going to do live taste-alongs. The brands are going to be donating a bottle of rum to me, and then I'm going to dram it up to my members that sort of pay the membership sort of fee a month. So we've got coming up for my membership community. So this will be Sunday night live shows. We have got the guys from Lazy Dog Rum coming up in a few weeks' time. We've got the guys at Stratford Soda, which is going to work a bit differently. They've given us a discount code so the guys can buy Stratford Sodas direct, whether it's a 4-pack or a 12-pack. And there, we've got Streamer Tail Rum coming on, which is going to be August. I've got Dave so Dave's going to be doing some agricoles, drinks enthusiast. So we've got Clement agricoles, and we're going to do Bounty as well as taste alongs. So that's my angle, but then Donna's angle will be very, very different if it goes down that route as well. So while my stuff is not purchased, it's part of the membership community. That's kind of what I'm doing there. So that's going to be really good fun as well. I prefer full bottles. Yeah, full bottles. 50. Oh, I think Donna's crashed. I'm going to take her off screen just for 2 seconds. Oh, no, she's back because that didn't look good. Oh, no, she's still crashed. I'm going to take Donna off and I'll see her if she comes back on. There we go. We're back in there in the comments. Donna, if you can hear me, you might be... if you can hear me, give us a wave. No, she is. I'll bring it back. There we go. There we go. You froze in the most horrible position.
Oh God, that always happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, she's there.
So
says, yeah, we're here. Right, I'm just going back through these comments now, just to see what we can see. And Donna is amazing. There we go. There's love to Donna. Right. Appreciate the info. Just bought the white on that. True shipped was returned. Tom, oh, hang on. Yeah, it's all right, Donna. Maybe a Donna, can you see that comment?
Which
is she
one?
frozen?
Wait, I'm just flicking.
The one that's on screen. I've put a comment on screen. If you can't see that, basically Tom, our gardener, and I don't want to say anything, has asked about maybe a 12 days of Christmas sample advent calendar.
And all I watch this space.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yes, Tom, there may or may not be something happening with the Craft Rum Club on that, so watch this space for that. Neil, question on screen. Neil, can you put Donna's email address up? I missed that, thanks. I'll put it in Discord. I'm not sure Donna wants it live to the world. I don't mind going live to the world, but I don't know. Is Donna's public? I don't know.
I don't mind. Yeah, the info at craftrumclub.co. I don't mind. It's fine.
There we go. Info at... That's not your personal one, is it? So that's fine. Craftrumclub.co. Right. Add. Oh, that's better. Right, and then show. Right, there we go. Look. There we go. Info at Craft Rum. So that's that. There you go. That's for you, Neil. St Aubin single cask Bounty a brand. Bounty a brand, yes. Brand of it's got coconut in the middle. It's like a chocolate bar with some coconut in the middle, Tom. It's basically the cheap Chairman's Reserve brand. That's what Bounty is for you. Geraint's already on it. Thanks, Big G. Gold evening. Right, sounds for me, not for that. So yeah, without giving too many spoilers away, but there's some stuff to look forward to in the autumn and winter. Yeah, I think that's it. I think the comments. If anyone's got any final questions, let us know. Dave's going because he's got an alarm at 4:30. David Hackwell, thank you very much for joining us. That's a new face to me, I think, this evening. So thanks for joining us, David. If there's any other final questions, oh, hang on, where did this pop out from? Is that my discount code? I don't know. I will double check that if that is my discount code. 15% sounds a lot. I don't think that's right. So watch this space of that. I'm not sure that's right. I wouldn't give you like 15% discount. Jesus, I'd give you like a 2%. I'm tight. So I'll find out what my discount code is. We should be doing a lot more than this. I'll find out what that is, and then I'll pass that on to you guys in my Discord community tomorrow. And all those Craft Rum Club members, if you are watching, do feel free to come into my outer part of Discord. There's plenty of the Craft Rum Club in there as well. You don't have to join my membership community at all. The outer part is completely free. So there's plenty of banter in there. So do feel free. You can ask questions. There's even a not rum thread for the couple of gin lovers. You know, we've got you covered. Sounds about right. We'll check. Okay. Excuse me. Cheers, Ross. Thanks for coming. Bingo Ringo. If you speak to Andy, can you mention what we discuss on Discord, please? Yes. I didn't want to do that live, but yes, I will reach out to Andy. That's not a problem for you. That's code for everyone else, but yes, I will sort that out. Lee's hacked it. Brilliant. Okay, well, if there's no final questions, I'm going to leave it there. I do apologise for all of those of you that have been on since the first thing. I do apologise about my technical issues. I have no flipping idea what happened there. I was in here at about 6:30, and it just wouldn't happen. I've got both laptops out, and it just wasn't happening. So I really apologise about the start of the show, but 15 minutes in, it kind of worked. So happy days. Wendy's saying thanks for giving up your time, Donna. Tom saying thanks, Donna, love the boxes and look forward to the next Craft Rum Club live. Brilliant. Decky's saying thanks, Donna. Donna, you're getting lots of love. Donna, you should come on every month. Brilliant. Thanks all. Thank you very much all. So I'm going to wind it up there to clear down. Awesome rums. Donna, you've got boxes left, haven't you? Both rums.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I think
so if you want the whole combined thing, because the magazine is worth it in itself, you know, it's the whole. I love the magazine. Like, don't buy from Neptune or Rosemullion. Go and get the Craft Rum Club stuff and get the magazine. The magazine is worth it. It's brilliant. Love it. So we like that. Lee is brilliant. Right. In that case, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you next Sunday, and then for everyone else, with Craft Rum Club crew, we shall see you in a month. All right, Donna, thank you very much for coming on. It's been a pleasure. Loved that. Brilliant chats, and we shall see you all soon. All right, toodaloo.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Toodaloo. It's bedtime. My bedtime, isn't it? I'll see you all later. Thanks for coming.